So, what does Neil Armstrong, Steven Spielberg, and Carson Mlenick have in common? We are Eagle Scouts. It's a rare population within people. Like even in the scouting program, just the people in there, only about 2% of them, 1% are Eagle Scouts. But recently, as Mike Lovenchi has said, it's grown up to 4 or 6%, which is low, but it's improvement. And for Eagle Scouts, scouting, that's a pretty prestigious honor. And so today, I'm going to talk to you about scouting. Just so you know, before I keep going, how many of you shop at Walmart or Sam's Club? You've been affected by scouting because the founder of both of those, Sam Walton, started both of them. So today I'm going to talk about the history, where it started. I'm going to talk about the activities, and then finally I'm going to talk about some recent challenges that we've had. So it started off with Robert Baden-Powell. He was a major in Great Britain, and he was preparing scouts for World War I. And then second person, Ernest Thompson Seton, he learned about the program, and he wanted to add people being more civilized instead of just being scouts. So being a better citizen, being a better scout. And then William D. Boyce took it all together, and he got the founding rights of Boy Scouts. It started out with him. Boyce was lost in London, and some boy, some young man, his name is currently now known as Unknown Scout. He helped Boyce through London fog, and when he offered him a tip, the kid said, "No, I'm just doing my daily good turn." And so he started from there. And then that's the original book on the left, and that's the current one now. The original one sold 7 million copies. That's second to the Bible in the time that started. And then Tim Gill, he told us today that it's the second most revised book today, right behind the Chinese dictionary. So our aims and methods in scouting now is, it's been the same in the past, it's the same now. Character development, citizenship, and personal fitness. And our big ideal as well is the Scout Law. The Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And those are important to us because even though Boy Scouts don't just have all those, especially being reverent, you don't see 12-year-old boys being reverent. It's our ideals to work toward that. And just knowing them and having that as our value, strive towards it and sharing those gifts with others. And another big ideal of it is being outdoors. It helps with the personal fitness. We believe there's a lot more to learn when, instead of reading a piece of paper, an article about erosion, there's more to learn from if you actually take a hose of water and spray it on a sand hill. You can learn, even though it's a small project, you can learn outdoors. That helps kids learn big concepts instead of just reading an article. Too much science, jargon, that complicates it for kids. And besides that, we also live in camps, we tent out. And we work as a troop to live outdoors. And besides that, it's just great to be outdoors, explore the wilderness. Another one of our ideals for character development is do a good turn daily. That's our slogan. And it's always been our ideal to help other people, to show community service and just helping other people, not even just the community, just helping people specifically. And one of my favorite things that I like to think about is if everyone did a good turn daily in the world for someone else, what would the world be like? I think it'd be a great world. If you don't think it'd be a great world, you and I probably have a different definition of what a good turn is. So the organization of it, Hasenagel started it. Boy Scouts work in troops with adult volunteers. And with that, that's it. Working together as troops, they work towards merit badges, earning merit badges, and working towards rank advancement. Let me chill. So these are merit badges. A scout works on them as a troop or individually, depending on whatever they're doing. And they just show a kid's accomplishments. It shows them their goals. I think this is about 50 that I got while I was in Boy Scouts. I think it's a little silly now, but at the time, I was pretty proud of all the work I put into getting all these merit badges.
What are some of them?
Some of them, communications, personal fitness, Indian lorecraft, forestry, and this one, nuclear science. So yeah, there's a lot. And then there's rank advancements. The first one you start at is first rank, first class. But we can work all the way up to Eagle Scout. And that's really important to us because it shows not only your ability to do service and work on merit badges, it shows your ability to be a leader. And with that, there's an Eagle Scout project. Okay, never mind. There's an Eagle Scout project where you have to organize it all yourself and put in about 100 hours of community service for it. My friend Bryce, he set up the American flag pole at the shotgun shooting range at Clark County Shooting Range. And my friend Chad set up planting boxes for elderly citizen community so they can have a public garden. And my project, I built 20 metal tables to replace the wooden ones that was in Camp Simpson over at Mount Charleston. And with my interview, Cody Lewis, he was my previous Scoutmaster. The way he says it is being an Eagle Scout starts in the heart, and once it is within you, you can prove it to others. And that's important with the troop because once you can prove to other people that you're an Eagle Scout, people will see it and they'll commend you for it. I'm pretty proud of it for being able to do it myself, but seeing other people like appreciating that I was able to get that goal, it makes me pretty happy. And unfortunately, we've had some challenges. There was this man named Dale, James Dale, and he was a Scoutmaster in the 1990s, but he opened up that he was a gay leader. And immediately he was removed because that goes against two of Boy Scouts' oaths, is that we'll honor God, which being gay doesn't honor God, and the other one is to be morally straight, and that includes being biologically straight. And even though James Dale is an Eagle Scout, he thought what he was doing was right, so he took it to New Jersey court. New Jersey court ruled against Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts took it to Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruled against Dale, saying that Boy Scouts is an expressive program and they have the right to get rid of leaders that oppose their views. And that's effective legislation in a lot of places, especially in California. Stanford Law Review said that, that California judges cannot be in the Boy Scouts program because they'll have bias. So it's been affecting the law, but we still keep to our virtues because we think it's right. And so my conclusion is that we stick to our virtues, but besides the challenges that we have, we just like to explore the outdoors, you know. We've been around for a long time, and that's because we like to go out, we like to go explore, we like to train young men to be leaders. Because, you know, we need a world that needs leaders, not Trump. We don't need Trump. We need good leaders. And that's my conclusion. Boy Scouts program is looking towards a better tomorrow. And thank you for listening.